Happy Monday, class. It's Instructor Jamie Crispin, and here we are at week 3, so congratulations. You're just about halfway through. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the assignments that are due this week. I'm going to just talk about some tips or just remind you all of some of the things that I've been seeing, and then we're going to talk about some future assignments as well. So, okay, what do you need to read for this week? Mindset Chapter 6, New Beginnings Chapter 7 and 8, and then there's a writer's reference. There's various pages, so you want to look at the syllabus for those. You'll also want to submit your working thesis and your 2 sources for your final paper, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Academic writing skill activity number 3 is due, and of course you're going to have your weekly reflection forum. Again, initial post due Thursday, and then you have to respond to your cohort mates, at least 2 of them, by Sunday before midnight Central Standard Time. So, all right, so that's what you're going to be working on this week. Also, too, I wanted to encourage you all to use the Ask Jamie forum. If you have any questions that you think might benefit the class and you want to shoot them off to me, go ahead and put it in the Ask Jamie forum. Just one thing that came up this week that Sarah had asked is that she had noticed that there's nothing due for the week of Thanksgiving. So I do want to confirm happily that there are no assignments due for the week of Thanksgiving. There's no readings or anything like that. Of course, you can continue to do work for the class, but please know that you do officially have a break during that week. So, all right, research paper, let's talk about that. You'll see it in the syllabus. The research paper the final draft will be due the last week of the class. It must be 3 to 4 pages, double spaced using MLA format. You are allowed to have 2 direct quotations in the paper, and then the rest you'll have to summarize or paraphrase. So that means that you must have in-text citations and a works cited page. So for week 3, I want you to think about a topic and then try to write a thesis around that topic. And there are some PowerPoints that you want to look through about how to create a thesis. One of the things is that you want to make sure that what you have in your thesis is exactly what you're going to say in your paper. So there won't be any surprises between your thesis and the body of your paper. One thing I always tell students, write something that interests you, something that you can write 3 to 4 pages on. I highly, highly recommend using one of the texts from the class as one of your resources. Please know that you must find your second source through the Collins Library. So at least 2 sources. Of course, you can have more. But for week 3, you're just going to give me your working thesis. And then you're going to identify at least 2 sources. And you are going to create a works cited for both of those sources. One of the things I do want to say is that you don't want to be too general in your thesis, but you also don't want to be too concise. So again, just think about being able to write 3 or 4 pages, and thesis sometimes change as you get more into your research. So this week, like I said, give me an idea of what you're thinking about. Please email me if you're stuck, if you're unsure, if you're heading in the right direction. I'm happy to take a look over it before you finally submit it. Also, too, just a few grammar points. You want to remember that most academic writing should be written in the 3rd person. So that's he, she, it, they, them. Of course, for reflections and for other academic writing papers, you can use I. You want to refrain from using you, or what we call second person, in any academic writing. So start thinking about that and start rewriting things so that you don't have the word you anywhere in your papers. Also, to remember to spell out contractions. And of course, remember to always do the MLA header up at the top. And that does include your last name and the page number on the upper right. So again, email me if you do have questions. Also, too, I want to remind everyone that there is a rubric for your forums. So to get the most points out of your forums, you want to know that you want to remember to respond with anything that has to do with course content. Maybe put in an in-text citation from the readings or have some type of professional experience. That will give you the most points for your forum rubric. Also, too, for MLA formatting, remember for the in-text citation, the period actually goes after the parentheses. And also, too, I think you all might have seen in some of my comments, the second line of the works cited entry does need to be indented one tab. It might have been from when individuals were copy and pasting from Word and sticking it into the forum posting, but just wanted to make sure everybody knew the second and all subsequent lines of works cited does need to be indented. Okay, moving on, don't forget your student orientation session will be Monday, today, and that will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and your student services rep that will be organizing that is Lisa Hood. So just know that you're going to want to dial the number that she's given you, as well as pull up go to the website that she's given you so you can follow the PowerPoint. As you know, there are things you need to complete after the orientation session with Lisa Hood. One is you want to complete the forum SOS, which is in week 5. And 2, you can also complete the policies and procedure quiz. Please know you get 2 chances on the policies and procedure quiz, and then it takes the average of your both opportunities. It'll take the average, and those will be the points. Okay, and finally, group presentation is also going to be due week 5. I have placed you all into groups, and so Sarah and Josh, you are going to be in a group together, and your topics will be reading and researching. Steve and Lindsay, you will take on note-taking and studying. So you can begin to converse either by email, or I have put forums together, and you'll see them in week 4, so that you could start collaborating with each other and share things back and forth. Week 5 is when the group presentation is due. You do need to have a visual, whether it's Prezi or PowerPoint, and at least 8 to 10 slides regarding your study skill. So, and those we'll talk about that next week, but just wanted to give you all a heads up that you can start collaborating right now about those. So, okay, well, that's it. You all are doing great. I'm enjoying reading all of your posts and hearing from each and every one of you. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here for you. Use the Ask Jamie forum, send me an email, and don't hesitate to call me. But I'm so excited to have you in class. You're doing great. Keep it up, and you will see a video from me next Monday. All right, take care. Thanks.